Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm going to be real with you guys because I want my channel to be a place where I could just be honest and be open with y'all. I thought that today I would share with you guys my journey through 2020. It was a hard year. It was definitely a hard year. First off, the virus that put a dent in everyone's plans because no one saw it coming, and now the world is it's new and it's been taking some adjustments, and I feel that as a whole we are getting through it, and I am so proud of us. But there's those people who have lost loved ones, and I am so sorry for anyone who has lost somebody, because that's hard. That is hard, especially to lose someone to the virus, because it's so sudden. You don't know that it's gonna happen. At the beginning in January, my best friend passed away. He was only 25, and he had a sudden heart attack. It was a hard time for me because there was a span where we were dating, and I loved him. I loved him so much. When I found out that he was dead, he actually passed away on what would have been our anniversary, and I would have been with him. And a part of me feels like I should have been with him because I wanted to be with him for his last moments. But so that was hard. He was my best friend, and not having him here this year has been very trying and very hard because I have great friends. I do. But after he died, I pushed everyone away. I pushed my family away. I pushed friends away. I turned to things that I shouldn't have. I turned to alcohol to help ease the pain. And I'm ashamed of myself. I really am. At the time, I was really angry with God, and I didn't understand why he would take someone so special to me so suddenly, no warning, and I blamed him, and I didn't want anything to do with him, so I pulled away even from God and just my morals and my beliefs, and it just wasn't good. I dealt with hard depression, and for a while I dealt with some very challenging thoughts. It was hard. It was very hard getting through. That was something that I never experienced. I never thought that I would have to experience, and the fact that I had to go through it, and I felt like I was going through it alone because I pushed everyone away. I felt very lost and alone, and I felt like no one understood my pain. I'm just being real with you guys. So 2020 has been a rough year for everyone, and I just wanted to be open and honest about my year, just because I want to be honest, and I try to put a positive outlook whenever it comes to my channel. I want to be positive. I want to be a light, and I want to inspire. But there are days where it's hard, and especially during this holiday season, it's hard. I know probably for a lot of people. It's definitely been hard for me too. So I feel you. I'm with you. You're not alone. If you get anything from this video, I want you to know that you are not alone. Life will get better, guys. All that to say, even though I went through some really dark times, I had a 180, and that 180 was because of my friend. I had a dream about my friend who passed away. I saw him in heaven, and he gave me the biggest hug, and he told me that he was okay. And he told me that I was gonna be okay. And I woke up feeling such a peace that I haven't in months. It was like he was my saving grace. When I woke up that morning, I knew that my life had to change. I knew that I had to pick myself back up because I let myself fall into such a dark hole, into such a depressing time, and I knew that I had to do something. So it was that moment that I started praying again. I'm not trying to push my beliefs on you guys or anything, but personally for me, I realized in that moment that I needed God in my life. And in that moment, whenever I said that first prayer that I have in months, it was like I felt his love embrace me, because it was like he was there all along. He wasn't mad at me for shunning him. He wasn't angry. It was like he was waiting for me to say, I'm ready. I never understood God's love until that moment. That he's never failing, that he's never ending, that he's not going to leave you, that he's not going to forsake you, that he's going to just be there for you. And he's a gentleman, so he's not going to force anything on you. He waits patiently until you are ready. And I love that so very much, because it literally opened my eyes to the God that I have believed in my entire life. And from that moment on, I started working on myself. I started to take care of myself again. That's one reason why I love doing self-care routines. It's just, if you're feeling down, I love being able to pick myself back up by doing things that make me feel good. I started living again. I started going to work again. I started to actually fellowship with my friends again, and my friends are just so amazing, because they weren't angry with me either, and they've been here for me this entire time, and I'm so grateful. I couldn't ask for better. And my family, I'm so grateful for my family. They've helped me through this year, and they've gone through such a hard time as well. Like I said, we've gone through things as a family, and we've each gone through things personally, and I'm just so grateful. And I'm so grateful for you guys. I started to throw myself into YouTube because I needed some type of outlet, some type of place to put my energy, so that I wouldn't start self-loathing, because that's another thing I dealt with. Was I was angry at myself. I felt such guilt. I was so mad at myself that I did self-loathing. Like, I hated myself so much, and I didn't think that I deserved to live this life, that I should be here and he should be gone. Like, I didn't think that I was worth anything. And just everybody who helped me through this, I want to just say thank you, because I realized it wasn't my fault that my best friend died, and it wasn't my fault that these bad things were happening, and it's not your fault either. If you're going through a hard time, it is not your fault. You are not responsible for what has happened to you. But I will say you are responsible for what happens to yourself, because I let myself get into such a dark place. And yes, I went into a state of mourning, and that is normal, but I let myself go past mourning. I let myself go deep into a depression that I shouldn't have let myself get into. That was the lowest point of my life. And then everything else that is just piled on top of it has just sunk me deeper. And picking myself out of that took time. I call it my 180 because that's whenever I realized that things needed to change. But it wasn't until like a few weeks, a few months, I don't really know the exact time span, to where I actually started to feel okay, where I actually thought that it was okay to be happy again, where I thought and knew that it was okay to live again and to just embrace life and to smile again. That is whenever I started to really devote myself to my YouTube channel and just show positivity, because I really want my channel to be a place where people can go and they can just be uplifted, you know? I don't want people feeling down, and it's okay. It's okay to not be okay. It's fine to be sad and to be mad. It is okay. It's emotions, and there is nothing wrong with that. But what is wrong with it is letting it control your life. And that's where I went wrong. Being able to pick myself back up again, it was hard, but it was worth it. I just want to encourage you guys. If 2020 has been really hard on you, I feel you. I'm with you. But it's going to get better. It's not going to be easy, especially if you come through hard times. There's still times where I break down, as you guys seen. But it's going to be okay. We're going to be okay. Life is going to be rough at times, and we're strong. We are a strong nation. We are strong people. You are strong. And I don't want you to ever forget that. I'm strong. And it took time for me to believe that, but I do now. And I want you guys to believe it about yourself, because you are strong. You are worth it. You are worthy. You have a reason for living. You have a purpose to be here on this earth. And no matter what hardships that you are going through, you're going to make it through. You're going to be okay. Okay, well, you guys, thank you for listening to my 2020 story. I would love it if y'all would comment down below. Maybe share your 2020 story. I would love to talk with you guys. Let's just get through this journey together. This year is almost over. 2021 is about to start. And let's just be there for each other. Okay. I'll catch you guys next time.